We have some great news on The Mandalorian and when it will start filming. So at Steel City Con, Carl Weathers confirmed that Mandalorian Season 3 will begin to start filming this September and that the show is currently in pre-production. He will also be returning as Greef Karga and will be directing an episode. So this is great news. Everyone thought it would continue to get delayed, but now that we have a film date, we should be getting Mando by the end of next year. Disney has officially set November 12, 2021 as Disney Plus Day. Disney Plus is one of the most successful streaming platforms to date. It's one of the only ones that has been able to give Netflix a run for its money. Bob Chapek indicated that there will be several announcements for upcoming Disney Plus shows and films on that date. Honestly, it sounds kind of like an investor's day, so I expect them to try and razzle-dazzle potential customers to get them to subscribe. This is when we will likely get a teaser for big Star Wars and Marvel shows coming soon. So this is good for Star Wars fans because we could quite possibly get an Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer or a Cassian Andor trailer. If Kathleen Kennedy is still in office at this time, she will be likely giving the presentation for Lucasfilm, but if not, I think it would be cool for John and Dave to give a side-by-side presentation. Our last bit of news is on the Slave One ship change. Ships in Star Wars carry the same iconography as certain characters like Luke Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi. They act as tools that take fans and their pilots to the next great adventures and are the ultimate form of escapism. One of the best examples of this is Boba Fett's ship. Originally the ship was called Slave One, but because of the racial implications that the name carries, Disney quietly retired it. However, it didn't take long for fans to notice and voice their opinions, some wanting the name to stay the same. But in a genius form of compromise, while Boba Fett's ship has finally gotten a new name, it's not entirely new to Star Wars lore. As part of the War of the Bounty Hunters event happening in Marvel Comics, a collection of new variant covers have been announced. However, rather than a vibrant action piece or group shot, the variants will be blueprints of different bounty hunters' ships alongside their pilots. These include Bozek and his ship, the Houndstooth, IG-88 with the IG-2000, and Boba Fett with the classic ship, now titled the Firespray. At first glance, the name Firespray seems unorthodox for the ship like Boba's, as it has neither a fiery color scheme nor a flamethrower. In truth, it isn't necessarily a name. Like a Millennium Falcon, it's actually a shortened version of the type of the ship Fett has. The ship's full name is the Firespray 31 Class Patrol and Attack Craft. Its title is actually more akin to how Din Djarin named his ship the Razor Crest in The Mandalorian. Firesprays were initially created by Coot Systems Engineering, and with some modifications are capable of being the perfect ship for bounty hunting. Change often brings about criticism, and no franchise knows this better than Star Wars. While changing the Boba Fett name seems strange or even wrong to some, it feels organic and right for the character. Fett is one of the most intimidating hunters in the galaxy, and a name like Firespray only solidifies that. The ship's name also feels more unique when compared to extravagant names of his collection like Dengar's ship, the Punishing One. While the name change is still fresh, time will prove that no matter what name the ship carries, it's still one of the most feared vessels in the galaxy. I mean, this is terrible. It's been called Slave One for what, 30 years? I mean, there has been an outrage on social media sites saying that it will always be Slave One, which is what I think. I will call it Slave One, even if in canon they change it to Firespray, which is just a ripoff of the Star Wars ship's class. Now, on StarWars.com, it has not been changed yet, so hopefully this is just for LEGO sets in that book. I mean, I'm sick of this. The name Slave One was not controversial ever, and now because Disney runs Star Wars, they are going to change the name. I really hope it's just for LEGO and not for the canon. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more Star Wars content, and remember, may the Force be with you always.